Hey there, Rod Buckton here. How are you going today? How has your week been? Thanks very much for tuning in. Really pleased you came along here today. Today's live will go for around 10 minutes, and as always, I'll be online afterwards. If you've got any questions, anything else you want to run past me about anything I talk about today, or anything else that you may have seen that I've put forward online in the past. Today, again, I'm coming to you live from my gear shed. Really great place for me to hang out, just to spend a bit of time, chill out, fix a bit of stuff, listen to some great music, and just have a bit of time by myself, really. Today, I'll be talking about emotional strength, and it's more than just the fluffy, hee-haw sort of stuff. What is it, and what does it actually mean? I'll get to that in a minute. But before that, this week, I've been a GoPro fan for years and years. Back in about 2012 or thereabouts, when GoPros first came about, I picked up one of the GoPro Heroes #1, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I was out and about, I was doing a whole lot of stuff as I'm doing now. I was on the bike, on my board, I was paddling, I was doing a bit of trail running, all the things that I love and do now. And I thought this was one of the greatest things ever. I used to take my GoPro with me, I filmed a bit, I came home, I taught myself a bit of video editing, all that sort of stuff. Then I came up with the idea of, what about other people out there? If other people would like to see this sort of stuff and exercise indoors while they're training, and a bit of a virtual experience, see what I see when I'm out in the bush or on the water or something like that, when they're stuck inside. And so I came up with this idea. I made a swag of these virtual videos, these DVDs. I had a running video, I had a kayaking, I had a mountain biking video, all made off the back of my little GoPro. And again, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And then as they progressed through, I've picked up a few different GoPros since. The Hero Session 4, great little compact unit. Obviously doesn't have a little screen in the back, so it's a little bit hard to work out what's in and what's out of the camera when you're using it, but a great little unit. I've used it for years and years. But then more recently, you may have heard about it, the GoPro Hero 8 has come out. And again, they all come out with new features, better video. This is self-activation, all sorts of things. But the thing that got me, obviously the high quality 4K video was a great thing, but it has a built-in gimbal. And for those of you that don't know, it essentially has technology that takes the shake or the movement out of videoing. You may have seen action video in the past, a video recorded by an action camera in the past, and the camera's bobbing around and you're trying to watch the video, and it's okay, it's good, it's not great. You get a bit of a feel for what the experience was with the rider or the paddler or the runner, whoever it was. But this particular GoPro takes all that shake out, and it's just a beautiful, smooth, seamless ride, and it's very easy to watch. It's beautiful video, as I said. And I jumped at the chance when I thought, well, may as well grab one. And perfect timing for me also. I've got a mountain biking trip to Tasmania with a couple of great mates very soon. Perfect time to have the new GoPro set up, down to Tassie, get some great footage and stand by for that one, and a bit of a product review soon. But we'll get underway now. Thanks again for coming along. Emotional strength, and what is it? You might think of it, it's a bit of a fluffy, hee-haw kind of thing, but your emotional strength is really important, something we don't think about all that often. According to psychologytoday.com, we generally think of it as people with emotional strength being quiet, they don't complain too much, a bit of a closed book, a bit silent, don't show too many feelings, but this is not actually the case. A better way to look at your emotional strength is how you deal with challenges and then bounce back with them afterwards. Not immediately, but down the line. And this can occur on a daily basis, in daily stress that we experience every single day, in business in particular. You're out there, you're trying to win some more clients, more customers, you're getting those clients in, you're doing the work, you're getting through the projects, and all those things build additional stress and additional pressure throughout your day. And that's just a fact of business, and we all are doing our best to deal with it and move through it. But your emotional strength is really important, and your emotional strength plays a really important part of this. People who are emotionally strong generally don't get rocked by big setbacks and disappointments. As we know, they're pretty frequent for any small business owner. They're happening pretty much on a daily basis. So that's important. We need to be able to handle change well. Things are happening so fast these days, lots of changes, lots of technology, all these sort of things. No 2 days are the same. Social media in particular. You jump on Facebook one day, you got a bit of a feel for what's going on, you jump on it 2 days later, and the whole thing's changed, or something you knew quite well is in a totally different spot or doesn't even exist anymore. So you're working through that sort of stuff as well. To understand people and let other people know what you need is also something really important, something that is super important of being emotionally strong. You're looking for solutions to problems, and problems come up every single day of our life, and in business in particular. We are constantly facing problems. And I've heard a bit of a saying that those that are most successful are the people that have been able to work through the problems as efficiently and as quickly and get a good outcome as soon as possible. And they've worked through stacks of problems. Everyone has problems. Those people that are successful and are emotionally strong are working through that stuff really, really well. We've got to learn from setbacks and mistakes and criticism. Let's face it, we make lots and lots of mistakes, and we're getting lots and lots of criticism as well. Every single day, someone's more than happy to pass on their 2 cents worth and what we should have done and what would have been better here and there. But it's back to you as the business owner. You're making the decision, you're making the hard call, the buck stops with you, and you get something right, you get something wrong, sure, learn from it, roll on. And also keep an eye on the big picture. When things get tough, just keep coming back to where is your goals, where is your direction, where are you heading? Keep steering the ship back in that direction and get back on track when things get a bit tough. You get a bit of a knockback, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, learn from it, and keep on moving forward. So how do we build on our emotional strength? Well, first and foremost, like most things, be well and feel well. If you're healthy, feeling fit, feeling strong, your whole world has a different perspective. You can take on a whole swag of things. I know for myself, if I'm a bit tired, a bit run down, I've had a few big weeks and might be really pushing it and not quite getting enough sleep, things like that happen in business. It happened to me in years gone by in a fairly major way. I know I don't function anywhere near as well as what I know I can and I know I should. When you're making those hard decisions and when you've got to make a tough call, if you're feeling well, fit, strong, well rested, your mind's ticking over and you're able to make those decisions really, really efficiently. To help build on that, grow your circle of friends and grow the people who support you, both personally, professionally, and in business. My move back from Newcastle to Port Macquarie that happened a few years ago, I moved back to this area and there was a lot of people I knew from years gone by and also met a few new friends through the local mountain bike club, all that sort of stuff, but professionally as well. And one of the local business networking groups, the BNI, has been fantastic for additional mentoring support, additional coaching, direction about my business, where it's at, where it's going, all really, really good stuff. Helps to build your emotional strength. Put yourself out there and try some new stuff every now and then. For some people, meeting new people, it's a difficult thing, but in business, particularly in small business, it's super important to keep putting yourself out there, a bit of public speaking out every now and then, selling yourself, selling your products, selling your service, whatever it is, and then keep moving it forward. Even tackle something that's on your bucket list, something that's been there for a long, long time, you've had in the back of your mind. Kind of investigate, get a few lessons, find a coach, and do something that you really wanted to do, haven't had a chance to do it. Something like surfing or stand-up paddleboarding. A client of mine recently has had on their bucket list to stand-up paddleboard at some time in their life and probably thought it may never ever happen. Through our coaching, something I did with them, teed it up, stand-up paddleboarding out there on the river one day, and it was sensational. We had a ball and they did too. It helps build your self-confidence and what you're about, keeps you moving forward. and get outside and move. We get caught up in our daily routine so often. We've become really good at it. We're super busy. We're really time poor, but just getting out and moving and walking is one of the greatest, most underrated exercise that I know of. It's good for your body, good for your mind, and good for your stress. Just to get outside, as I said, and have a bit of a walk. Try a new hobby. Try picking up something new and different that, again, tests your mind in different ways to what you usually do every day in, day out. Something you could have, again, had on your bucket list for a while, haven't had a chance to really do, but these things build your confidence, extend yourself a little bit, and build your emotional strength. Eat and drink the right food most of the time. So important, and something that I coach with my clients. Our food and our drink has a massive impact on how our bodies function, and as research has shown, how they were meant to function and did function hundreds of thousands of years ago. Really important. Some people love to meditate, practice yoga, things like that. For me, my meditation is just getting outside, getting in the bush, getting in the water, on the ocean, on the river, whatever it is, disconnecting for a while and just enjoying the time outside, bit of fresh air and a bit of sunshine. And manage your weekly goals. Check them, review them, reassess them. Are they really important for you today? Are they helping you to where you want to go with your big picture down the line, with your health and wellness in particular? And build small steps over time to making something that's really significant down the line. And also make sure you get enough sleep. Something we don't value anywhere near as much as what we should. Sleep is super important for our cognitive memory, just recharging our bodies and making sure that we're performing at our peak, making those hard calls the next day. And also learn to say no. Something that I have really worked hard on over the years, and I still have to work hard on now. Saying no on occasions when you're really pushing yourself to the limit, super important, that you're not stretching yourself too much, putting yourself under too much stress, and then that just blows out and your whole world can turn upside down. Well, there you have it. A bit of information for you there on emotional strength, what it is and how you can build on it and get the most out of yourself to be emotionally fit and strong for your next day. If you'd like to talk about anything I've spoken to here about, or personalised lifestyle coaching, feel free to drop me a line, send me an email. We can have a Zoom call, whatever it is, and we can have a chat. I'm Rod from Sports Adventure. Thanks very much for joining in. Have a great day.